What's up guys, David Sherback here. Today I'm going to be doing kind of like a part 2 video to the City Edition jersey video that I did about a week ago now. So we're going to be doing part 2 because I didn't react to all of them. The article that I was looking at, not all of the jerseys were released yet, so we're going to be checking out the rest of them here. I have an actual paper here with actual rankings, so I'm going to be going from F, D, C, B, A, and S tier. So I'm going to be ranking all of these jerseys. Like I said, I've talked about them a little bit before, but we're going to talk about all of them now, and let's check it out. Starting it off with F tier. These jerseys are boring, they suck, they're ugly. There's just really nothing positive to say about these jerseys. Starting it off with probably the worst ones out of all 30 teams, the Boston Celtics. I don't know what this franchise is doing with their jerseys. Yeah, I get it, it's supposed to be traditional, it's supposed to be freaking based off of the banner, some sort of banner that they have, but it's just boring. It literally looks like a summer league jersey, like either that or a practice jersey. It's just bad. It's boring. The font is boring. There's nothing to it. It's green and white. It literally looks like every single Celtics jersey, but even more boring. It's bad. It's garbage. So starting it off with the Boston Celtics, F. Clearly F. No debate about that. Let's move on to the next one here. We have the Cleveland Cavaliers, man. They've had some cool City Edition jerseys in the past, but these suck, bro. These are so boring. I get what they're trying to do with the freaking rock and roll scene, apparently, with the font, but the font just looks childish. It just looks stupid. There's literally nothing going on other than the font. It's just a black jersey with some coloring on the outlines and a corny, cheesy little font. I hate this jersey. This thing is ugly. I don't know if I'm in a bad mood today. It kind of seems like I am because I'm kind of going in on these jerseys, but yeah, this one sucks. Definitely F tier. The next F tier, we have the New Orleans Pelicans, bro. This one, I don't know what it is about it. Lots of times they do have nice jerseys, the Pelicans, but this one, it's just boring. It's like tacky. It looks unprofessional. It looks unfinished. I don't know what they were going for. I don't want to see Zion wearing this jersey. I don't know what the three things here, like I get what they're going for, but it just looks bad for some reason. The red, the white, the blue, it just, something about it is just super corny, super tacky. I don't know, it just does not look good. So the Pels is definitely an F tier. The last F tier is the Wizards, bro. I don't know what the Wizards are doing with their jerseys every single year. I swear this is pretty much the exact same City jersey as last year. I'm pretty sure the design is exactly the same. I think last year's was just white. This one's gray. So they literally did like the exact same thing. It's boring. It's not a good or cool design in the first place. I get what they're going for with DC. You got the American stars and stripes on the side, of course, but it's just so boring. And I'm not really a big fan of gray jerseys either. So this just ain't it. So that's it for the F tier. All of those, in my opinion, were complete garbage. Very boring, very ugly. We're moving on to D tier. These are a little bit better, but they're still pretty bad. Starting it off with the New York Knicks here. I don't know what these are. City never sleeps, New York Knicks. I get the idea. It just doesn't look good. I don't know why they keep trying to go for this circular design. There's probably a cool way you can do it, but this just doesn't look good to me. The stuff on the side, the coloring, yeah, it's the Knicks colors. It's just boring. Like, there's a way you can do a clean jersey without it being boring. They're going for a clean jersey here, but it's boring. And it just doesn't look that professional. So the Knicks definitely got to be in D tier here. The next one is the Minnesota Timberwolves. I do actually like a lot of their City jerseys. I mean, they had like those throwback purple ones. Those were dope. Those were super sick. But this, it's just, once again, it's boring. It's clean. They're going for clean, but you can do it without being boring. Like I said, again, there's nothing really to it other than the green outline. There's nothing really that cool about it. I feel like they could have done so much more with this jersey. It's not great. Next up, we have the Houston Rockets. I don't really know what this is supposed to be based after. I don't know why it's blue. The Houston Rockets colors are not blue, but there seems like there's lots of teams trying to do a baby blue type of jersey. I get the idea here. I get what they're going for. For me, baby blue just doesn't fit Houston. The baby blue and the red especially, it's not it for me. It's not it. It definitely is kind of like, I can say it's definitely clean. It's just the fact that it's blue. I don't think of Houston as blue. So yeah, I'm not really vibing with that jersey. This Pistons one, it's boring. Again, Motor City. I don't know why they have Detroit, Michigan under here. I know that's where they play. Don't go in the comments, but it's just, okay, yeah, we know you play in Detroit, Michigan. There's really, the font is boring. The colors are boring. They could have done so much more with this. It kind of looks the same as last year's. No, it wasn't. Last year's looked like a soccer jersey, I'm pretty sure. But this stuff's just, it's boring. There's nothing else to say about it. It's just bad. All right, Brooklyn Nets now. This one was close to being an F tier. This jersey looks like it was drawn by a little kid, bro. I get that's the point, but it just looks so childish and so bad. Now, I do like the stuff on the side here, but this Brooklyn Nets, this looks stupid, bro. We saw with the Mavericks trying to do something like that last year. It was just so childish, so cartoony, just, it looked bad. This stuff just, it doesn't look good. Even when you see Durant wearing it, it's not it. It's definitely not it. All right, I think that's it for the D tier. It is, yeah. So moving on to the C tier. Once again, these are a little bit better, but still not great. Starting it off with the Milwaukee Bucks here. I usually like their city jerseys. Last year they had Cream City. Pause. Yeah, these are definitely a step down in my opinion. I don't know what blue, again with the baby blue, I don't know what blue has to do with Milwaukee. I should probably read about it, but I don't really feel like it. I'm just going off looks. I mean, it's a decent jersey. It's pretty clean, but once again, I don't think blue when I think of Milwaukee, so it's not great. It's not great. All right, let's move on to the next one here. For the next one, we have Sacramento Kings Sacktown. It's an all right jersey. It's got the checker kind of pattern on the side there. Again, with the blue, I don't, like, why is everybody doing baby blue? I don't know. Yeah, it's just, it's kind of boring. They could have done so much more with it. I feel like lots of these jerseys they could have done more with. I like the original, the basic idea here, but it's just, it's not quite it. Next, we got the Utah Jazz. This looks like literally every single one of their jerseys, except, I guess, this one's fading into black, which is kind of cool, I guess. But the colors are the same. It's that same, like, sunrise kind of deal. I do like the colors. I do like Utah's colors, but it's just boring. I feel like they could have done something more different than their usual jerseys. This looks like pretty much their normal jersey. Maybe it's just dark mode like it says here, but yeah, pretty boring. All right, so now we're moving into the B tier. I'd say these are like average jerseys, I guess. Starting it off with the Philadelphia 76ers here. I didn't really like these at first, but the more I look at them, the more I like them. It's definitely clean. I like this kind of house, city design, whatever this is. I like the font of the Philly and the number. It looks cool. It's a black jersey, so it's pretty clean. I actually do kind of like this. It could be an A tier, but I think I'm gonna keep it in B tier. So Philly staying in B tier there. Next up, we got the Orlando Magic. Now, I feel like lots of people aren't gonna like these jerseys. They're kind of similar to last year's city jerseys for the Magic. Last year's were just gray, I'm pretty sure. But I do like the orange on these. I do like the pinstripes. It's just, to me, it's a pretty clean jersey. It's not quite in that A tier, but it's definitely clean. Once again, orange, I don't really think of Orlando, but I guess with orange trees, I guess. That's stuff they have in Orlando, so that's pretty cool. Orlando Magic with their pinstripe freaking jersey there. All right, moving on to the Miami Heat. They are next in this B tier here. Now, the Heat usually have dope City Edition jerseys. These are definitely pretty sick. Obviously, with the Miami Vice, they've been doing that for a couple years now, but I feel like the other Miami Vice jerseys are better than this one. I like the colors, but I don't know how I feel about the fade across the jersey. It just looks, something about it I just don't like. Like I said, I definitely like the older Miami Vice jerseys a lot more. Something about this fade across the whole jersey, it's not it for me. Yeah, I'm not really feeling this year's Miami Vice. I'm probably gonna get hate for that. I feel like lots of people are gonna like these, but I feel like they should do something different. They've been doing it for like probably 4 years now. Not the greatest, pretty average in my opinion. Next up we have Los Angeles. I do like the font on these. I like the idea. It's pretty much the same as last year's, except it's black. That's really the only difference. So there's not much else to say about it. It's definitely not bad, but it's not great either. It's decent. Next up in the B tier, we have the Dallas Mavericks. There's something weird about this jersey to me. I don't know what it is. It's like, it's kind of got like a Lord of the Rings kind of vibe, or maybe like a Hobbit kind of the vibe. Maybe that's what they're going for with this font here and the gold. I do kind of like the gold. There's just something about it. It's a little bit tacky to me. I don't know why. I feel like you can do gold like the Raptors do in their jersey and not make it look bad. But this isn't great. It's pretty average in my opinion. Next up in the B tier, the last one in the B tier, we have the Denver Nuggets. I usually like the Denver Nuggets city jerseys, but this year, I don't know. I feel like they need to switch it up. They've been doing the rainbow city skyline design with the mountains for like 4 years now probably. So I feel like they need to switch it up. I don't know how I feel about this deep red. I don't know if it really goes. I mean, it goes because that's part of the colors in the stripes there, but I definitely like the black and I like the white a lot more than this colorway. So again, it's not a terrible jersey, but it's definitely not great. That's why it's a B tier. All right, moving on to A tier now. These are where the jerseys start getting good in my opinion. Not the top tier, of course, because we still have S tier, but A tier, starting it off with the Golden State Warriors. I really like these. Oakland, obviously they're not in Oakland anymore. I just think they're super clean. I love the font. I love that yellow. It's just something about it. Maybe it's Curry wearing it, like look at Curry, man, but like something about it, it's nice, it's clean. This is an example of a clean jersey that isn't boring in my opinion. So I definitely like this jersey a lot. It's a good jersey. All right, next up we have the Bulls. I'm really surprised with these jerseys. Last year I think they had like the baby blue ones. Wasn't the biggest fan of those. These are super clean. I love that font. I love the gold and the red. The patterns on the side there are clean. The black is clean. These are tough. These are tough. These could honestly almost be an S tier. That's how much I like these. I can definitely see Zach LaVine playing in these, and bro, they're tough. The gold, the black, the red, it's tough, man. It's tough. All right, let's move on to the next one here. Now, this one kind of hurts for me because I'm a Raptors fan, but I gotta put these in A tier. I feel like we've been doing OVO colors for like the past 4 or 5 years. I don't even know how long. I feel like it's time to switch it up for the city jerseys. These are still clean, of course, so I still like them. They're still a nice jersey. I just wanted to see something maybe a little bit different. But yeah, you got the OVO. I do like the Toronto font, of course. That's the classic kind of font. The black and the gold, it's clean. It's always gonna be clean, but honestly, I'm kind of getting a little bit bored of it, so that's why it's an A tier. If this was like 2 years ago, this would probably be an S tier, but definitely A tier. Next up, we have the Hawks in A tier. These are kind of similar to the Raptors OVO jerseys. You got the gold, the black. They have white in theirs, of course. MLK of Martin Luther King. So there's a bunch of meaning behind it. They're not quite S tier for me, but yeah, they're definitely still clean. I love the black. It's super clean. They're kind of similar to the Peachtree ones last year. Those were black and gold as well. So definitely A tier for the Atlanta Hawks. Next up, we have the Oklahoma City Thunder. I didn't really like these at first, but the more that I look at them, the more I like them. It's just the stripes in the blue part here. Super clean, clean lines. The font is nice. The only part I don't like is their big sponsor, whatever Loves is. I don't freaking know what that is, but it's definitely a clean jersey. Definitely fits Oklahoma. It's definitely an OKC jersey. So definitely a clean jersey from the Thunder. I said definitely like 5,000 times there. All right, let's move on to the next or the last A tier. I didn't really like these ones at first as well, but they're growing on me. The Portland Trail Blazers, you got the Oregon. You got the colors on the side here, red, blue, and yellow. What's the colors, the main part of the jersey? It's kind of grayish, which is kind of weird. Like, when I first saw this, it didn't really remind me of Portland, but the more I look at it, the more clean it looks, the better it looks. I really like the font on here. So this jersey is definitely growing on me, so shout out to Portland. Let's move on to the S tier now. These are the best of the best jerseys. Let's hop right into it. All right, this one might be a little bit controversial, but we have the Pacers here. It's kind of like a throwback to, it's a throwback jersey, I guess. I don't know why I love these so much. Just the blue, the yellow stripes, it looks so good. It's nostalgic. It's just, it looks so good, so clean. I don't know why. I'm probably gonna get hate for putting these in S tier, but I really like these Pacers jerseys. They're really clean to me, and I feel like they definitely deserve to be an S tier here. Next, we have the Hornets. Now, the Hornets, I've loved these jerseys ever since I looked at them for the first time. Buzz City, that teal color is so clean. The stripes, I don't know, I love these pinstripes on jerseys. They look so good. Like with the Pacers one, with the throwback Raptors one, I don't know what it is about pinstripes, but they fit jerseys for some reason. And then adding that teal color onto it, the black lettering, the black number. You got the Jumpman, of course. Ooh, it looks good. It looks real good. Shout out to the Hornets for designing these. These are dope. These are definitely S tier. Let's move on to the next one here. We have the Suns. Bro, these are so clean. Do I even need to say anything? The Suns, everyone knows these are clean. The Valley, you got the pixely kind of sunrise, sunset, whatever it is. You got the desert, of course. It's just so clean, black. I don't need to say anything else about it. All right, moving into the last two here, we have the Lakers here with their kind of throwback to the Minneapolis Lakers days. You got the baby blue. I really like these. I think they also have another classic edition jersey, which is just mainly baby blue. This one's the white version. These are so clean, super dope. Shout out to the Lakers for these. These are definitely S tier. And then we have the last S tier here, which is the Memphis Grizzlies. I don't know what it is. The numbering, like the font for the numbers is dope. The font for the Memphis is dope. This design, this black design on the jersey is super sick. You got these small little pinstripes. I don't know why I love pinstripes so much, but I do. This kind of like tribal looking design on each side is cool as well. And then the freaking like trim on the neck part there is dope as well. These are super dope. Shout out to Memphis for making these. These are super sick city jerseys. So that's it for my list. Let me know your thoughts down below. Bunch of dope jerseys here, a bunch of trash jerseys as well, like the Celtics. And that's gonna do it for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to leave a like, make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.